What's up? You're in the back room with Becky, and I am back to do the other portion of the show. Yeah, we got so much sunshine, and I am all the natural color, natural texture. And so, what I wanted to talk to you about now is like we're talking about the reality shows, and I think I lost a day because we had an extra day off, 3 day weekends. That usually doesn't work for me. I'm used to working pretty much 6 days a week. So somewhere in there I lost or skipped something. So okay, Sunday night was the Atlanta Housewives. You're in the back room with Becky, and it is a terrific Tuesday. And we're talking about the reality housewives, and specifically the housewives of Atlanta. Now, we know that there's several conflicts, and there also seems to be a shift in the cast. I am not down with Marlo being one of the housewives of Atlanta. I promise you. I say again, I am Team NeNe. Big cool points for NeNe being cool with Marlo. Marlo the hoe, the paid hoe. You and Kim should be the best friends because y'all have the most lifestyle in common unless we miss something with, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying what my observations are. And if and when she put out there that she had been arrested seven times, and then we saw concrete, well, I respect her for telling on herself. But then you also make me question your character because you're a grown woman now. This may have been a while back. I'm gonna try to find out just how old her arrest record is. But you come on the scene and they say that you're a socialite. I got a problem with that. Number one, what makes you a socialite? Not because she's social. That's not what a socialite means. Y'all something else. Y'all tickle me when y'all misuse words and just keep rolling with it like you just gave it a new definition. No, only BJ the Lady Pimp gets to do that. Like her word, evidentiary. So evidentiary, you do not know the real meaning of the word socialite. So we're going to give you a definition of socialite according to Google. Yes, I am. I'm going to stop right now and Google it. Because I think people tend to believe that just because they said it or that's what it means down here, that's good enough. And we got to stop doing that. The definition. The number one, there is just a free dictionary here, and then Wikipedia comes first. A person who is well known in fashionable society and is fond of social activity. Okay, that's what Wikipedia, which is a modern popular culture dictionary. Here is what the Webster, that's what the old school used. You can't keep saying this is now and today. It still mean the same thing. It don't mean nothing different just because you changed it. It's only different if the actions and the definition change. Socialite, a socially prominent person. Bougie or bourgeoisie. Ethos, eugenics, incommunicado. These are sociological terms. Metrosexual, someone who's like, also in other words, like the Epicurean, a person who is able to enjoy the finer things in life. Now, if you really think you know what a socialite is, and it just means that somebody just spends a lot of time in the social life, and they're at all the social functions, and everybody wants them at their stuff. And then she said, I was dating a billionaire before I dated Charles. So, she had a big papa. That was so funny to me. And every time they do the recap, they get ready to slide Kim on out of there because she's getting ready to be a boring, happy housewife. There's no struggle involved. There's no drama. She's like, I'm not getting into it with anybody. Well, you're just about to be out of a job. Because that's what they want. They want the drama. They want the drama. See, the sun is, yes, it's almost 1 o'clock. Now the sun is high. So we look at this situation and we wonder to ourselves, how in the world is this show going to continue to have the same kind of brevity? Well, they can talk all they want to about Miss NeNe Leakes. But Miss NeNe Leakes is out there getting her grip. She was on the game and she's going to be on Glee this week. So, like I said last time, if you want to know who's really pretty much the star of Atlanta Housewives, and you can argue this point with me in a response if you like, but I think NeNe is the boss of the Atlanta Housewives because she brings the most punch, the most pizzazz. She's involved in almost every conflict. She has the best sound bites of any of them, except for this pure old stupid stuff you say, like when Kim says, she sleeps with rich men for money and for expensive gifts. Who does that? You do, Kim. Did you forget? This is another thing that amazes me about how we elevate somebody's status just because they pushed the baby out their womb. Now, I just think that you're just doing it, as a rent a womb. You the one that don't. It's just so crazy because what you're sending a message out here to these young women is that I can get famous for it just by having a baby, or having enough babies, or having babies by a particular person. So I don't know if that's the message we want to send. Plus, I like that NeNe has calmed down and she's taking a classier approach, but I think she's still being petty and Kim is still being petty. You don't have to be friends, but you do need to be cordial. And that's what makes you a socialite, when you know how to conduct yourself. Prominent people are prominent for a reason. They have that kind of aura about them that they're in the right place at the right time and they know how to conduct themselves accordingly. Stay in your lane. Marlo, ghetto. Yeah, I'm a little ghetto too. She ghetto too. She real ghetto. Phaedra. Everybody knows those Phaedra-isms. I'm telling you, she cracks me up. But she is true to form. True to form. But I wish they would pay attention to the introductions, like when they come on in the opening B-roll, and she said, I'm NeNe Leakes. And when I walk into a room, I own it. She stated her intent. And guess what? As soon as she walks in the room somewhere on one, she's the first person they mentioned. When the credits roll, that's how you know who's okay, just saying. Then Cynthia comes out and says, I know how to be seen. I know how to look good and be seen. Work it and be seen. Is that all you got to offer? See, that's why the people think you're kind of slow up here. And then you let people move you around. You're starting to get some, and I like that she's got some, she grew a backbone this summer. And she told Peter that, well, we're not just going to go on along like this. And some things we have to rein in. That's what marriage is about. Marriage is about compromise. Everybody was waiting to see what's going to roll off the track. And I think we've seen enough of that. I would truly love it to see that the Atlanta housewives go back to being like the way they were when it started out. Married ladies. Maybe they're a little wealthier, but for all practical purposes, they were actually housewives. I think Lisa Wu was one of the classiest housewives they had. I think Kim has always been the wild card because she brought a little bit of the spice and flavor. I think NeNe because she had a marriage, but she also had a past that made her interesting, made her endearing, made her human. But the more elite you become, the further away from your audience you are, and then you take the real out of it. So I think we'll see NeNe branch off into acting. Sheree, I hope. What did you go to college for? What do you do? Because I've seen you doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't see you being good at anything. I have a problem with women like her that are so quick to go to the gutter with a verbal attack. But I don't see you out there on your grind like NeNe is. So, Phaedra has her law degree. Kim has her baby making machine. Our girl has her music. Khandi has her music and her erotic show. And what does Sheree have going for her that's keeping her alive on this show? If I was going to cut somebody, I was going to say, you are the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Because first of all, you booked everything on being attractive enough to snag you a baller. Then, right at show up time, you out here acting like you got more money than you do, spending your settlement money before you even get it, multi-million-dollar projects that failed. Can I say that again? Did y'all hear what I said? Okay, and then it got real bright. When you failing a lot at something, It's not. I respect the fact that you're trying to get up on your game and you're trying to find your niche. But you're a grown-ass woman, Sheree. You've been floating for a minute. You've been riding somebody else's coattail for a minute. That's why you want nobody to tell about your past. Because probably, now you're the high yellow girl, and by their practical standards, you got a nice body. You're not thick, and, she doesn't sound very intelligent to me when I hear her speak. And that's her big thing. Is she's not like classy and elegant. Well, you can put lipstick and pearls on a pig. But it's still Miss Piggy. You ain't calling her by no other name. A pig is a pig. Okay, if you are not classy, that's the one that's going to be yelling at the most. That's why I said, NeNe, stop, take it down with that. I'm rich. Because rich people don't have to say it. And classy people don't have to say it either. So Sheree gets my miserable mention a day after Monday. But I think that, she really doesn't, she's out of control for the first time probably in her life. And then her looks ain't doing it. And she just needs to get laid, I think. That's why she's kind of uptight. Khandi, her mama was adorable. I love the fact that she does have a lot of respect for her mom. But it still seems like something missing in her that, maybe she's able to keep her stuff off the grid. Because while being all the way over the top, I think her freak number is probably really very low. She seems to be one of those women that will adapt with whatever gentleman she's with, like a chameleon. Now, in my opinion, it was like, she just need to get hooked up. Maybe she won't talk about sex so much. But hey, that's the way you're going to brand yourself and make your money. More power to you. What I did want to say was that someone said to me when I said, Kenny, I ain't seen her with no boyfriend or no nothing with it. Maybe she's, not sure about her sexuality. And they said, I don't think she got over that boyfriend getting killed. And you know what? They're probably right. You in the background with Becky. We did the roundup of the reality housewives of Atlanta. I still love NeNe. Sheree, get some business. Get a job. You're not an actress. You're not a fashion designer. What else have you tried to do? But everything you seem to do is not working. Go back to school and get your education. Because your husband, as you said, a football player, who you were intelligent enough to know went to Stanford, which ergo would kind of cancel out the concept because he was a football player, he's big and stupid. Yeah, see, I didn't like that. So, Sheree, this karma is a bitch. It will come back and bite you on the ass. You're in the back room with Becky. Have a terrific Tuesday. And if you're not doing what you love, stop that. Peace and love always for the people.